Okay, so I'm going to start these voice notes on page 20. So before that, I will just say, without going back, because I'm not going to go back, because I just want to keep proceeding through, that I love right from the beginning. I was totally drawn into the story. Like it was one of these things that if I was sitting here watching it and it came on like a show at night, if I was scanning around and this just came on, I would be so excited. I would be riveted. I would be getting all of my popcorn and groove materials in place so that I could just sit and I would know that this was going to be something that I loved because of the setting and the characters. Like it draws you in instantly. The only note that I would have is all the talk about boxing in the beginning. Like I don't know if that means like you want to fuck somebody. I'm assuming that it does. I didn't look it up in the Urban Dictionary, but I didn't know what that was, so I made an assumption. But just love the opening. It very much grabs you. Oh, and also I love all of the names of the characters, and I would wonder how you came up with those. Excellent. And then another thing, so Brett has a smoking jacket, and my Harker character in my original novel, which isn't in there anymore because it's a story now, it's not me trying to like put my life into a story. That draft was so bad. Anyway, your character had a smoking jacket, so here we go again with the parallels. And also the dialogue is good, and the jokes, like the part where Patrick says, "Is he always so touchy?" And Nick says, "Nah, sometimes he's feely." This is where your writing really shines because you're not describing that they're beginning to bond over jokes. You actually get to say it with really good dialogue. I mean, it's great. It's sitcom level good. And I'm picking up in the story, I don't know if this is the way you wrote Nick, but I'm thinking that probably everybody really does want to get with him. But he just doesn't want to be promiscuous because he's just a really nice guy and he's looking for love. So as the story progresses, maybe that's what's going to happen. I don't know, but I want you to know that on page 33, that's how I'm reading him. And I also see him as like super attractive, like maybe not like super buff and really testosterone laden, but like really sweet in a Ryan Gosling, I guess, kind of a way. So I wonder who you would have picked to play him, or who you will pick to play him. And all the dialogue at the Brown Jug is fantastic. All the way the characters play off each other, and Kim, and really current with like what people are thinking about right now, and loved that. And I love how you didn't say it was a pot brownie. We're all just supposed to be hip enough to assume that's what they're eating. Cloven-hooved beasts. Another one of our little shared things. Okay, and then when Nick and Lucas and Scholar UM are all together and Scholar UM is there to see Lucas, would that have been clear? I'm just wondering. So the way it's shot, would you be able to tell, you would have seen Scholar UM's picture as the audience, and so then when he's there in the apartment, you would know that it was him, but like how do Nick and Lucas know that Nick was rejected by him? If that kind of happened when Nick was alone. Maybe I'm missing something, but that was just a little unclear to me, so I wanted to give you that note. Okay, and then I also love how this story is like supporting until September. And you know how I feel. I feel like it could be every character in Ohio Blue Tips telling Nick to get it out. So I love that. And then, of course, they're looking at the well-wishing tree, and you're saying that it looks in the fall like a just struck match, and that allusion to the title is really beautiful. Very, very gorgeous. I love that. And I also love the little like revenge scenes that you have going on in Nick's mind with the spilling of the coffee and Randall's skinning Dramatica. I think those will be really effective. I like those. Those are good. And then I also love and think it's really sweet how Nick keeps trying things. Like the British accent. I mean, that's just so funny. Again, when some of this transfers onto the screen, I think it'll be so effective. I think this is only the first or second screenplay I've ever read, and the only other one was Green Means Go. So it's interesting. It's so different. I mean, I wonder, like during the cock showing contest, like would you show that? Would that be up to the director? Do you see that that would be shown? Would that be implied? I just wonder how that would go. I'm curious. I mean, there's been plenty of scenes in movies where they show the big swinging meat, but I'm wondering what you're thinking for your project. Okay, I'm literally laughing out loud at the all dudes, male, nude, Bikram yoga. I mean, I am laughing. And in my original first draft, I had a yoga class too. The book has changed so much. But yeah, another similarity, and this is so funny. And Bikram should be capitalized. I would never give you that note in any other circumstance, but since that's his name, it should be capitalized. And that's on page 62, the word Bikram capitalized. Oh, and now I'm getting that Nick is hiding behind the mustache. I didn't get that at first, but now I'm getting that. I love that too. I love it. And that Lucas is just a fucker. He reminds me of my brother Jimmy. He's a fucker. Okay, I loved the Arboretum scene with the lunch trays. That was amazing. All the description was great. Totally believable. Loved it. Want to go do it. I want to go do it right now with you. Okay, so I don't understand the part about Velvet being on TV with the helicopter chasing her. So the taillight was out from when she hit the car, and then the cops were after her for that, but she thought it was for dealing pot. But would a helicopter go after the car, and why would that be on TV? I'm just not following it. So maybe I'm missing something, but I wanted to give you that note. And then she says she's just going to take cards, so that means she's going to start doing medical marijuana delivery. Is that correct? And if that's the case, I would check, because I think you might have to be a nurse to do that. But I don't know. I think so. Oh my gosh, the wedding. I didn't see that coming. Like, I knew Nick wasn't going to end up with Benjamin, clearly. That was just like a little distraction. And he gets to keep the fact that he was freed. But whoa, I did not see that coming. Well done. And I really loved the way you made it happen with the videographer and the screens and all that. That's a really powerful couple of scenes there. Okay, I am also laughing because the dildo is stuck in Lucas's ass. I mean, that is hysterical. Does that even happen? Oh my God, I am laughing. Okay, the line about Lucas saying that he has emotional blue balls. Brilliant. Really, really good. Love it. Brilliant. And the culmination in Hunt Park was fantastic. I can see it all. I can see it all on the screen. Aww. I only have 4 more pages. I'm sad. Okay, well, I just loved it. And I think this could be a series. I think that this could be a pilot. And that you could just try to pitch it as a pilot. And then maybe outline a few more little plots that you see for what's going to happen with these other characters. Because they're very strong. I mean, this is a little kind of blue tippy Ann Arbor 90210 type of a thing. So that would be my note, is that it might be a stronger pitch if you had a couple other and could even just make it a little mini series, especially with the gay lead. I think it would be terrific. And then wouldn't it be neat too to pitch this and then like actually have September as the novel? You know what I'm saying? And then you could say that actually is a book. So anyway, those are my notes, and I'm going to upload this now so that it's not too big to mail, and then we can talk about it. All right, I love you. Very nicely done. Very, very good. Loved it. Applause, applause. Loved it. I feel like I was in it, but I was the mom in the basement with the sewing room and the cuckoo clocks.